You want to say something?
Opportunity lost for unsold products.
No. We are not at manufacturing.
Yeah, but we are having inventory.
Yeah, inventory of what? Raw material.
Raw material.
We are not talking about finished goods. No, we want to keep finished goods. We assume as per the manufacture it goes. We are talking about holding enough raw material. If I buy PVC granules to manufacture this, or some raw rubber to manufacture erasers and things like that, only carriage inward could be the ordering cost, nothing more. But today, in our situation, when some higher end products are being manufactured, the higher end raw materials being required, each time you order, you don't go by the same price you paid for the last batch. Each time there is an opportunity for you to discover the price in the market of the same product at different markets in the world, and especially when you import. And perhaps you have to do a lot of scouting around and window shopping each time to take advantage of changing situations of the prices in the world, and for which you have to travel. You have to place tenders, you have to travel, you have to negotiate. All this is real cost. This constitutes a major ordering cost in today's context. And one more thing which I forgot to mention in respect of carrying cost, besides interest, which is a major element, the premium you pay for the insurance for the inventory that you hold is also a carrying cost. And the premium that you, general insurance premium that you pay for protecting your inventory is based on what is called ad valorem. Ad valorem means according to value. So, larger the inventory of raw material you carry, higher the value of it, and so the insurance premium will be correspondingly larger. So, the quantity of inventory you carry will determine the carrying cost in terms of premium. Interest and premium therefore constitute major portions of C in inventory. Take an example, please. A firm requires $14,400 solenoid valves, VS, full stop, per year, sorry, not full stop, per year. Ordering cost is ₹50. Carrying cost ₹16 per unit.
Carrying us 16 per unit.
50 and 16.
50 also per unit ordering us.
I will not answer that question.
Okay.
You should determine what it is. Next example, I will make it a little more complex. Determine EOQ quickly. Correct. Already got it? Yeah. Shall we? Another question. Sir, did you get 300? Thank you.
No, not good.
Okay.
So quantity is 40,400. I mean, A is 40,400. This is C, and this is O is 50. So Q is square root of the formula 2A0 by 2A. So 2 into 40,400 into O is 50 by C is 16. So this will be 900. 40,900 into 100. So 30 into 10. Square root.
Sir? Yeah. The firm has determined that inventory level at any time. Please understand, inventory normally means raw material. Stock normally means finished goods. Different countries use different nomenclature, especially USA confuses the rest of the world. But we understand here that inventory means raw material, stock means finished goods. Now, the firm has determined what something I said.
The inventory level at any time.
Shall not exceed or decline from thank you. Green tea. Lemon tea. Is it? Oh, good. Very good. Thank you. Next time make it lemonade, lime. Okay? Make it lime. And afterwards, next time thereafter, add a little ginger. Ati sundar. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Ordering cost is budgeted at
Decline from
200 units. 200 units.
Total or per year? That's total.
What total?
The 200 units.
Yeah. What is the starting point of the sentence?
First,
anytime.
the firm has determined that okay, the inventory level at any time. So at any point of time.
So it only means you. They didn't want to use often. Technical. Generally, conversation. Then ordering cost is budgeted at rupees 37.50. The firm has budgeted ordering cost at rupees 37.50. Full stop. What is the carrying cost? What should be the carrying cost? What should be the cap on carrying cost? What should be the cap, CAP, on carrying cost, comma, if annual usage of raw material, rather annual inventory usage, if annual inventory usage is estimated at 14,400 units. Is the question clear?
Yes, sir.
Have I sufficiently confused you?
No, sir.
Not yet, is it?
No.
All right, I'll continue.
Hello.
Time ಏನಾಯ್ತು ವಿಶ್ವ? Time.
$10.49.
Continue.
Not so much of drifting, but still drifting.
Okay. Drifting too much.
I don't know where is your North Pole.
ಎಷ್ಟು?
27.
Perfectly right. I think the drifting has paid off. That should be right. That's it. Now,
So the same problem like inventory does not arise for stocks because we usually give it to the channel
it's,
partner.
yeah, the intention of manufacturing the finished goods is not to hold. So that is question of how much can I optimally hold doesn't arise.
Doesn't arise. Because usually we give it
Because the
Easy,
raw material is a matter of uncertain supply.
Yes.
So there has to be a quantity, minimum quantity to hedge the risk
Correct.
of stock out risk.
Yes.
Now, if I shall we just finish this? 2 minutes just enjoy the tea. Afterwards, I will come back. Let's not go out anywhere. No point in going in the sun also. If somebody has brought breakfast and want to eat it, they can have it. Nobody. display the movement of inventory stocks up and down. That is, you start with this is the stock level units. This is time. You start with the evoking, maximum level, optimum, but at the same time maximum, evoking. Now that keeps falling as time goes on by using the consumption. It will then touch the bottom and it becomes zero, a unit. Unit starts with some level. We call it maximum level. It won't be exactly EOQ, therefore I am not writing EOQ. The first possibility is I have exceeded EOQ. And I start utilizing it and the stocks keep falling. When it touches zero, then I have to immediately restore it to EOQ. Then that will start falling. And again I restore it like this. This is angular decline, but this is a vertical decline. Similarly, it goes up. This is how the inventory levels keep fluctuating. Now the question is, when do I reorder? Do I reorder after it becomes zero? Or do I reorder at a certain level, where I consider it to be safe to reorder?
Should be some level so that you will not run out of
stock, and so the conveyor belt should not stop. What is that level? It's the question. How to determine that? We will call it reorder level, and we shall determine it, not just mention it. Now this is the zero, this is the reorder level. Ideally speaking, supposing this maximum is 1000 and if reorder level is something like 300, there could also be a level which is minimum level. I can dip into it because once I place the order at this level, there will be a transit delay of the supplier taking his own time to supply. That is the maximum delivery time. And the maximum delivery time will include the manufacturing time of the particular product you are ordering. It may not be off-the-shelf product. It may be a customized product. So you should budget for the number of days required for manufacturing plus number of days required for transshipment, shipment. During that period, your production should not stop. So to determine the reorder level, you need two parameters. One is the number of days of delivery time, maximum delay that it takes or maximum time that it takes for delivery, and the maximum number of units that will be consumed during that period of waiting. That period of waiting should not go below another level called minimum level. This is the minimum level. Before I hit the minimum level, I identify a reorder level so that this difference will take care of the requirement of inventory during the period between reordering and receiving. Clear? That level is minimum level. Anything below that is danger level. All are above zero. Once you hit zero, that's the end of it. But this is the ascending order in which the levels are identified. This is only a pictorial method. Best method of learning is applying for illustration with numbers. mind you that every time you apply the reorder level, that will be EOQ. That much you are.
Wrongly understood.
Take an illustration. Delivery time,
By 30 days.
20 days. D. D means days. Delivery time is equal to 20 D. Minimum, 1 minute. Minimum delivery time 15 days. This is first one is average delivery time. The first one is average delivery time. Second one, minimum delivery time 15 days, 15D. Third one, maximum delivery time. They write one below the other, so like this, you see, neatly, so that we understand how to apply it. Because in sentence form, if you write, you won't be able to. Minimum delivery time 15 days, maximum delivery time 30D. Maximum delivery for emergency purchase. Maximum delivery for emergency purchase 5D. See, wherever it is needed, the data can be used. I am giving you this is the scenario. You should know which data to pick up. Alright. Then another column you open and take another set of information like this. You see, first column, what I dictated, and then there will be a line. Then the second column, because this data, this pertains to one, this pertains to two. Average rate of consumption per day. Average daily consumption. What I mean is average daily consumption. 25 units. U means units, 25 U. Maximum daily consumption 35 U. Minimum daily consumption 14 U. EOQ, EOQ 600 units. This is the data given. Keep that constantly in view, properly displayed, so you will be able to identify the figures. Now, what is required is we have to determine reorder level, minimum level, maximum level, danger level. 1, 2, 3, 4. These levels we have to determine. Reorder, minimum, maximum, and danger levels. We start the game. Put a big line. Just draw a line. That is the question portion. Yes, draw, correct. Now we start the solution. 1. Reorder level. Heading. Conceptually, as a manager, when do you start reordering? When do you start? When do you place the reorder to be 100% safe? Budgeting for delivery time and during that period consumption.
But is that reorder level calculated?
Which figure will you take?
In this case,
What is the formula you will use? Maximum delivery time into maximum daily consumption. When you reach that level, you reorder apply your mind and think whether it makes sense. When you reorder, you have to give time for that fellow to supply. How much time? Among 3 different times given. To be safe, you give him maximum time. There is 20, there is 15, there is 30. To be absolutely safe, you give him the maximum delivery time. During that maximum delivery time, awaiting the supply, my consumption is going on in the factory. I am not closed down. So, at what rate per day am I consuming? To be safe, I will take the maximum consumption per day. So that worst coming to worst, in the worst scenario, I am still not closed down. Pessimistic way of thinking, the other fellow will take a long time to deliver, and in the meanwhile I will be spending, consuming large number. So one multiplied by the other will be the units, will give you the reorder, safe reorder level. If you understand it, if you have understood it, no or yes, no, please, sir, did you understand? Did you understand, sir?
No.
All right, no. Okay. I have been manufacturing a product which requires 10 units per day, normally. But in some windfall orders with the deadlines, maybe 15 units per day. But in the normal down trend, maybe 5 units per day, off season. So I am giving you 3 figures, 5, 10 and 15. I know a supplier who has been always taking 10 days normally when he is in town. And when his own supplies are available to make my raw material component, he is taking 10 days. But sometimes when I urge him, he may take about 8 days. But leaving him alone without proper supervision, he takes 15 days. Because he says I went to native place and all that. I am giving you 3 figures. 15, 8 and 10. I want to reorder, given this scenario. I don't want to become stock out or shut the doors, saying my raw material is still arriving, I will tell the customer to wait. I don't want that to happen. In the worst scenario, at what level of my stock should I reorder so that that level of stock is sufficient for me to eat till the worst, till the time I get the supply in the worst scenario, and after consuming in the worst scenario per day is the question. Do you understand clearly?
Yes.
You should visualize the situation. Every day I am consuming normally 10, but sometimes it may even go up to 12 or 14 depending on the order. Normally he is supplying in 10 days, but he is a little maverick, goes here and there, and so he may take 15 days. I have had experience that he has taken 15 days also sometimes. In this case, therefore, what should I take as a number of days he will take? I should take 15 days, budgeting for his default, not blaming him afterwards. So I will take the maximum delivery time. Similarly, even though my normal consumption rate is 10, it is possible that sometimes some big order comes, Diwali season and all that, 15 units I consume. So I will imagine that I will be forced to consume maximum during that period. I will not, I may not. But so maximum delivery time and maximum daily consumption, if I multiply them, I get a product which is the number of units. If I reach that level from the maximum level, that I call it as reorder. So that I will be safe. Did you understand now?
So 225 is the... 225. That's a
That's
maximum.
okay. But the concept is understood.
Yes.
But,
Now the figures given are
Here 30 into
no. Why did you say 229? No. What is the data there?
No, that is 220 is for your
My oral
oral
is.
exam.
I just described it. Please follow the data given in the question.
in here,
1050.
Yes, 1050. It is, but you have to write down the verbs. Then only you will understand. Not just that multiplied by this is equal to that. So you have to write reorder level is equal to max delivery time into max consumption rate equal to below that 30D into 35U is equal to 1050U.
here we are multiplying days with units.
Yeah.
So it
Per
becomes
day, so many units. So therefore, naturally the quotient will be in the units of units, in terms of units.
Units per day into days.
Naturally. I consume 2 units per day. In 5 days, how many will I consume? It has to be units. Okay. Minimum level. Now just mentally imagine, minimum has to be below the reorder level. If I missed out that reorder level and idle and not did anything at all, then I am going down and down. What is the minimum up to which I can afford to go? Whether I place the reorder or not, what is the minimum that I can afford to go? And that is the one that we worked out as reorder level. Then the average delivery time and average rate of consumption you deduct from the reorder level. You get the minimum. See, reorder level is one thing. Afterwards, no supply has come, but your production is going on, and there you take minimum. Therefore, not the worst scenario, minimum, that is average all going well, average daily consumption multiplied by average delivery time. If I deduct this product from reorder level, I will go down to minimum. So write down in full words the formula. Max delivery time into max daily consumption within brackets you put it, multiplied by into minus within brackets average delivery time into average daily consumption. Did you get the concept properly?
Just one question, sir. For this currently just asking, for the minimum level, isn't it, another view could be maximum daily consumption into max delivery for emergency. Can't be, no, that is not allowed now. I'm just allowed.
Because we have got that emergency purchase figure comes only for danger.
So we should not use that.
Minimum. Minimum is different, danger.
Dangerous.
Now the maximum level. maximum level has to be somewhere above the reorder level. So you have to build upon the reorder level, take the reordering level
Plus.
plus COQ. Plus COQ. That's the maximum. Simple. At the reorder level, you apply one minute.
The max.
That's right. At reorder level, we have some stocks. Now, when you reorder, how much do you order? EOQ. So that level at which you were at the reorder stage gets enhanced by how much you order, which is EOQ. So the maximum has to be reorder level plus EOQ. That's the logic. Got it? Which is just 1050. First write down the formula. That is more important for me than substituting. Reorder level plus EOQ is the formula. Substituting, you get 1050 plus 600. 1440. I'm sorry.
1650.
1650. Correct?
Yeah. Minutes per day.
Okay. Danger level. Now we have reached the danger zone. So we have to look at the maximum delivery time for emergency purchase. We have given the data. Maximum delivery for emergency purchase multiplied by maximum daily consumption. They are the two worst scenarios. That is the danger part. So write down the formula first. Max delivery time for emergency purchase multiplied by maximum consumption, that is 5 into 35, which is 175. That's it. That is the inventory management for you. The purpose of holding inventory and the levels at which you will reorder, the level at which you look at it as minimum, danger and maximum. And then each time you reorder, how do you determine the optimum quantity of order, which is EOQ. Optimum quantity is that quantity at which the total cost of carrying and ordering is minimum. That DTC divided by DQ is equal to 0 means the total cost is minimum. That's the meaning. In another way of calculating the same formula is, as the reordering cost keeps declining, carrying cost keeps ascending and vice versa. Therefore, at any one point of time, the Q, the economic order quantity, is that at which the two costs become equal. You are indifferent. Because one, if you try to save, you will incur more of the other. So if you just say A upon Q multiplied by C is equal to Q by 2 into A upon Q multiplied by O is equal to Q by 2 into C, just equate it, because one cost is equal to the other in this counterbalancing. And solve for Q, you get the same result without going through the calculus route. Calculus route says that the total cost must be minimum. Now the algebraic route says both the costs should be equal at a particular point of equilibrium. Approaches are different, but the result is the same.
So basically, if you see this graph, the maximum level, reorder level, both are above the EOQ, right? In this example.
No, EOQ starts from reorder level.
EOQ starts from.
There is no such thing as EOQ level.
There is no such thing as EOQ level.
Even in my display, I never use the word EOQ level.
Correct.
EOQ is only an addenda to reorder level. So in other words, maximum level is equal to reorder level plus EOQ. It may stay there for a day, that's all. That's the maximum. We'll do now some cash budgeting. Before that, we shall try to find the meaning of fixed budgeting and flexible budgeting. By definition, the worst situation, the best situation, optimum situation, three situations are identified, and then estimates, sale estimates are made. In the normal, realistic budget, one level of sales estimated, pessimistic level, 10% below, optimistic level, some 15% more, will be the starting point. And then I will give you the inputs which have gone to make that sale happen. How do they react for a changeover from 10 to 15 and 15 to 5? 10 to 5 and 10 to 15. If one unit of sales rises, all the other costs, the expenses that are there below, do they also equally rise by 1 unit? All of them, A, B. Do some of them rise and do some of them not rise? And what is the net impact on profit? Does it mean that if X percentage of sales are increased, rather sales increase by X percent, does profit also increase by X percent? For example, if 100 rupees sales goes up to 110 rupees, will profit go up from 80 to 88? 100 has gone up to 110, that is 10%. Profit was something like 40. Does the resultant profit become 44, or does it become less, or does it become more, is the question.
Can be more.
We don't know. Let's see. Let's see. We'll visit this, your answer, after the illustration.
Sir, will you give them a break, sir?
I think they have been having a break with my drifting. You want a break?
Stretch for 10 minutes and come.
Shoot some balls, and one ball is missing.
Is it? I don't know.
One less I found today. 2 balls.
Let them munch it what they have done till now.
Right, sir.
Okay.
10 minutes.
We'll follow some rules.
Yeah.